the concept is you should be able to go out and eat and enjoy your family and your friends and not worry about some nut coming in and bad shit happening. But if that does happen, what we're always looking to do is improve our perception speed and decrease our reaction time. So you improve perception speed by knowing what to look for. You know, that's probably a whole other tape. And you decrease reaction time by having that stimulus do something in your brain. Your reticular cortex says, oh, I noticed that, that's important to me, and I got to move. So in the case of sudden violence, in the case of a fire, exit route is key. So if we look at right over here, if you pan a little bit, there's a door over here. There's an exit over there. And if you pan to the left now, keep rotating counterclockwise, there's an exit over there. Now keep rolling around to me. So I picked this spot here because if somebody said, pick the safest spot in the restaurant, in this particular restaurant, I can see that if somebody came in there, or if I had to get out. I can see this here if somebody came in fast, like, and they're going to hold up the place and start shooting places. They probably wouldn't look left here. They'd be drawn, you know, down towards the cash register, the back door. But I can pretty much see everything, and I can move to stuff pretty quickly. I just want to be able to see exits and see as much of the room as I can. And I'm not at all paranoid about it. I'm not nervous about it. I just want, it's a part of my brain that I turn on. It's no different than you know, our driving video. You're out on the road and you're just looking for red lights. That's a pre-contact view. You know, and that's the first one you'll see. That's traffic slowing down and shit happening, and you should immediately turn on right there. So, you know, if some domestic violence happened, or, you know, I start to smell smoke and I was with my kids, I'm not going to sit here going, I wonder if the kitchen's going to blow up in a second. I'll wait and see. I'm gonna move as quickly as I can, and I'll be closest to those exits. I don't know if you have any questions or any thoughts. Another thing here is you know, let's say you know, so that's great for evacuation, escape routes. You look at the table. If I had a confrontation, you always want to be aware of your improvised weapons. There's a knife and a fork at every table. Forks don't look like weapons, but they are good ones. I'm going to stick a fork in Rick's eyeball just to show you guys that.
Okay, I got it.
That's a joke. You know, but you look at it, and a spoon can be a weapon. Salt and pepper can be a weapon. You know, I could be talking to somebody and gesture. So if I don't have any meal here, but one of the things with improvised weapons that's really cool, and is the way to get an improvised weapon in your hand is to use the weapon, the improvised weapon, as it was intended before you turned it into a weapon. So if, let go of your cup for a sec. So if I'm in Rick's face going, hey motherfucker, remember me, and I'm doing this sort of thing, if he just, go back to there for a sec, that was good what you did, but I want to show the wrong way. If he's looking at me and he target glances the cup, just, let me go narrate. He looks at me, and he looks at the cup, and he looks at me, and now he reaches for the cup. I might intercept that and make a move. But if he kind of says, hey dude, can you calm down and everything, and then he do what he did before where it was just a natural progression, and he sips it for a bit, and he's talking and he's gesturing, and then he'll simulate that, and then he throws it at me, that'll surprise me. So, slide back in. So the idea of using whatever tool you have. So I'm talking to a guy, and there's this guy giving me shit, and I've got my bacon mags here, and I start doing this, and I'm doing stuff like this, and I'm moving, I'm putting the pepper on, and next thing I know, the pepper top is off, and it's in his face. It's not going to knock him out, but it's going to make him flinch, it's going to make his eyes water, and then I'm either gone, or I'm at the next level of force. So you be aware of that stuff. If you plan it and play with it, it's there for you. And I really believe that when you think about this stuff, it kind of calms you. It's kind of like that, you know, what if I get lost? I would do this. What if I cut myself? I would do this. What if I got a flat tire? I would do this. And so this is all preventative stuff. You think about the stuff, and this is just coaching stuff. It just calm you down. There's nothing to be paranoid about, because, and here's the thing, and I'll wrap on this, is that every person that ever got punched in the face in a restaurant, that ever got trapped in a fire, and I shouldn't say every person, there were a lot of people who could have done something, but they didn't know what to look for, and they had no idea where they were sitting or what the plan would be. So having no plan sucks, but having a less desirable plan, but a plan nonetheless, puts you in action, gets you mentally thinking. Mind navigates the body.